Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Mandem United podcast, the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all your comments, all your questions Manchester United related, please, people. Of course, Manchester United losing to Nottingham Forest technically yesterday now 2-1. So I'm sure the vast majority of the questions will be about that. I'll be giving my thoughts on it as well. What a boring game, though. Put me to sleep, like legit. Almost fell asleep. Saeed fell asleep, like literally on his stream as well. Big up to everyone who's joined over from Saeed's channel, Saeed TV. Big up to all the man them that was on there as well. But please make sure you run up the likes, people. Run up the likes. Hit that like button on the video. Make sure you share this across all of the socials as well. Follow at That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV across all socials. And on top of those two things, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Sarcasm City TV is rolled to 10K. Get your questions in. Of course, if you want to make sure I get to your question, super chat, people. But big up to Knowledge. See you in the building. Says Flawless. Wagwan, my G. I'm blessed. Hope you're good. Love to see Sunshine in the building. Says let's go. Big up to God AEM. You says shout out Flawless. Big up to you. Hey, big up to Manny. Been a minute. Big up. I hope you're blessed. Kind FC in the building as well. S. Madison says, when is it gonna end, Robbie? I'm tired of this team. Seriously. Hey, yeah, this team sucks, but here we are. Will says, big up to all of you, man, as well. I don't know why man are talking about Liverpool, but all right, cool. Big up to what is that? Jabtastic TV. That's a fire name. Says big up everyone here. We suffer together. LOL. Started my own channel. Steady rising. Ten Hag gotta go. Big up to you. Good to hear you started your own channel. Do your thing, man. Ten Hag gotta go. Fully agree with that. This is why I'm not even like big mad about the performance, because if you see one performance, you can see them all. I could literally take a previous Mandem United of me talking about a previous game and play it here, and it's just insert team here, insert team name here. So rather than say Nottingham Forest, say Bournemouth. Rather than say Bournemouth, say another team we've lost to, and so forth as well. Kaneki, I'll probably do a fan calling show tomorrow. This is not going to be the longest show. Big up to Tony, Sunshine as well. But you lot will see Kaneki on the channel in 2024 on a regular basis. Exclusive there, people. Big up to my guy Sheik. Says we have a lot to discuss, Flawless, because some man them aren't watching the same Mandem United we're watching. Big up my guy Jago as well. Big up to Muno as well, who says, I'm an Arsenal fan, but I also support non-Arsenal YouTube channels. I respect that. Because some people can't look past their team and being tribal. It's like, no, I'll support content creators who are not Manchester United fans. Multiple. And I have multiple non-Manchester United content creators who have put me on and helped my channel grow and help my brand grow, and vice versa. I've done that for other people as well. So big up to you, man. Hey, big up to Tyrell Gunner in the cut as well. Good to see Eli in the chat. I say you lot get your questions in, because you pretty much, regulars will know what I'm going to say. Large up to all of the great and beautiful people in the world of sarcasm. Facts. Warrior J said it before I even got to this comment. Flawless, I basically don't have to ask you about the match summary. You said it yourself. Boring. Big up Flawless. It's Cass. I had to make a new account. If it's you, Cass, because there's fake accounts running around, WhatsApp me and I'll mod you. Let me know if it's you, Cass. I'll mod you. Yeah, let me know. Flawless, do you want Europe this year, or do you want 1 year out while your team sorts itself out? I don't think those two are inclusive. You know what I'm saying? I've gone for a war locked in still. Hey, big up to you, man. Big up to Saeed every single time. I don't think the two, you don't necessarily need to be out of Europe to sort yourself out. I would take Conference League. Because I don't think the manager will be here, I will take Conference League or Europa League, because I think that's a trophy that the next manager can target. Like Ten Hag. When he got here, we was in Europa League, should have won that. So I think it adds to it, because you're not going to win the Premier League and you ain't going to win the Champions League in your first season. So you're already 2 down. You have the FA Cup, you have the League Cup. And then if you target the Europa League, not only is it good to get a European trophy, it's also a way back into the Champions League as well. So yes, I would want Europe. Same with the Conference League. People want to turn their nose up at it. Say we do land there. I would want our manager to target that. 110%. Why are we throwing away competitions? We've won 1 trophy in 6 years. We want to, in an ideal world, Ten Hag gets the sack. You bring in an interim. Like I've said, I want Flick. And then in the meantime, as the ownership and everything is sorting it, as the ownership is getting in place, I should say, and putting people in positions of power, and they're getting their feet under the table, then they can go out and pick a next manager. And you've got ample time to do it. Go get your CEO. Go get your DOF. and then together as a collective, they then pick the next manager, and then you start identifying targets February, March, April, May. You've got 4 months. So February, March, April, and May. Over those 4 months, you've identified everything. You've got your CEO, you've got your DOF, you've got the manager you have in mind, and now you have players you need to target as well. Hey, big up to hey Saeed, man. Love for the kind words, man. Appreciate it, man. Says 10K is incoming, bro. You deserve it most. Love, man, and thank you for all your assistance, man. Much appreciated, Saeed. For real. Big up to Mark. Mark Harris, who says Greenwood in, novice, Ten Hag out, total clear out. Big up for the super chat. I've made my thoughts on Greenwood. I've made my thoughts very, very clear on Greenwood. In regards to Ten Hag out, I agree with that, and definitely needs to be a total clear out. Wait, which Cass is this then? When you said Cass, I was thinking of Cass, never a foul Cass. So which Cass is you that you're saying to me new account? You're gonna have to clarify. Flawless, have you seen the stats saying we're 19th in the league and basically everything? Nobody doesn't surprise me. To Cat2 says Chelsea fans love Flawless. They do. And that's thanks to Lewis. You know what I'm saying? I've got that guy. Lewis was the first, I say it all the time, he was the first non-Manchester United creator to show love. So I got to big up Lewis. Like, he was the first Chelsea fan regularly over here before everybody. Before it was more United, it was United content creators who was supporting heavily. So big up to my guy Carefree Lewis. Sunshine says, can we talk about that back heel from Rashford laughing my ass off? That's just typical. That's just typical him. What I was saying, that was just typical. That just sums up Manchester United's attack. Not even solely Rashford. That move right there sums up our attack and how poor it is. Sums it up in a fucking nutshell. It really does. Warrior J says, Flawless, what's your thoughts on Maino being subbed off because of tactics? More just terrible decision-making by the manager. More terrible decision-making. Thoughts on the United front line? It sucks. That's my thoughts on it. Sucks. Tony says, I think one of the biggest mistakes for this decade was to appoint Moyes after Fergie. I think Mourinho would have been perfect after Fergie. Thoughts? In hindsight, yeah, that's who I wanted at the time. But it seems Mourinho was done. So, yeah, it is what it is. Hey, you lot keep it clean in the chat as well. Flawless, I spoke to you about sacking Ten Hag. Oh, and the fan calling show. You understand, man, there's so many shows and stuff, but big up to you. Thomas B says, is United where they should be in the table right now? Is 7th or 8th where they should be? No, we shouldn't. We should be around 4th, 5th. Let me actually have a look at the table to clarify and answer that question. Let me have a look. Let me have a look at the table, because some of the results we've gotten are terrible. We're on 31 points. We get 9 more points, we're joined with Arsenal. That's fair. We should be around 4th, 5th to me. Level on points with City, level on points with Arsenal. And that's bare minimum. That's bare minimum. That's what I would say. Hey, big up for people showing kind words as well, because man said Flawless, one of the most realistic United fans. Much appreciated, man. I'm always balanced, man. Always balanced. That's just me. Big up to Abdallah. Says, yo, Flawless, new subscriber here. Big up as a follower of League One here in France. I'm very doubtful of Ineos at United, considering that they are managing OG Nice very badly. Me and you both, first and foremost, big up for being a new subscriber. Secondly, love that you are a fan of League One, so it's outside of the Premier League. And just to clarify, I know some people haven't heard my thoughts on this. Regulars will know this. I am very doubtful in regards to this new ownership. I don't believe anything changes. I'm not going to lie. I do not believe anything changes. I don't trust this ownership. I really, really don't. And the reason why I don't trust them is because, one, they have 25%. So to me, you don't necessarily have the final say, even if it's on footballing matters. Can the Glazers override your decision? So, for example, Ineos, Ratcliffe take over, and they say we want this guy as the DOF. Paul Mitchell, I use him as an example. And the Glazers are like, no, we want you to get this guy. Who then wins the argument? It's going to be the Glazers. Same way, if Ineos are like, I and Jim Ratcliffe, we want to sack Ten Hag. And then Glazers are like, no, Ten Hag stays, in my opinion. Or on the flip side, they all agree to sack Ten Hag. And they're like, no, we want De Zerbi. Say Ineos want De Zerbi, we'll use him as an example. And the Glazers are like, no, we want Graham Potter. And that's another thing, speaking of Graham Potter, terrible idea as well. I believe it when I see it. All sounds great. CEO, DOF, fixing the footballing structure, all sounds fantastic. I believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. So I'm very doubtful. And you saying this, Abdallah, just backs up my point even further. But hey, big up Rants in the cut, gang in the building, large up to Rants every single time. See, man, we always got YouTube content creator royalty in the building. You know what I'm saying? Rants in the chat. We have Saeed in the chat. You lot are blessed. You really, really are. Let's run up the likes though, because we're only at 57 likes and there's over 110 people in here. Let's run up the likes. Let's get up to 100 likes. Like check 1 2 1 2. Like check 1 2 1 2. So yeah, just to clarify, I hear you, Abdallah. I'll believe it when I see it. How about as soon as they're in place, Ineos and Jim Ratcliffe, fix the roof. That's what I need you to do first and foremost. Fix the roof. That will go a long way. Then bring in a CEO of quality. Then bring in a DOF. Then I look at it and go, okay, this could then be changing. Then I need to see the CEO and the DOF actually making decisions in positions of power. Bruno got 8 assists in a calendar year. Someone said that in Saeed's channel. I was very surprised about that. Very, very surprised. 8 assists in a crazy. That is nuts. But yeah, in regards to the game, to STU saying this, I don't know why you would want to see my haircut. You might like, if a girl said this, I'd kind of get it. But a guy saying this, very, very strange. But I've got plaits, for those that don't know. You can clearly see the plaits sticking out at the back there. I have plaits. Yeah, you know, we move. Yes, and fix the toilets. Yes. To hate you says flawless. What a move you to go to a United game. I went to a United game recently. I was at United Chelsea. I was at United Chelsea. I just like, and that was because of Time to Shine. He was like, oh, instead of super chatting, all the work you do all year round, I know you know the Chelsea dons. Go to the game. Cool. Yeah, Sunshine, you laughing. Like, if you would have said that, Sunshine, I'd hear it more. Be like, all right, Fuma makes a little bit more sense. But rather than just say big up and hit the like button and subscribe. But hey, people are strange. Hey, Z, man, good to see you in the chat. Hope you had a good Christmas, man. My guy, Z Gold, man. My favorite troll in the building, man. Love Z, man. Good to see you in the chat. Good to see you in the chat. Can't believe he's got 8 assists in a year. That is crazy. But yeah, in regards to the game, same old, same old. Surprisingly, he went with the same lineup. Obviously, minus Hoyland being not well. And we look defensively better in the first half. It's crazy that when you play a double pivot and then you have the back four in front of it, Varane, Evans, you got Wan-Bissaka, Dalot. It's all right, good. Yeah, of course, I'm not going to stop calling you a troll because you're a troll. That's like me stop calling you Z. Your name's Z, so I'm going to call you Z. But hey, we move, man. Happy holidays. Hope you had a great Christmas. But back to what I was saying. All of a sudden, we look defensively solid because in that first half, Forest didn't offer too much. Obviously, we know our attack's limited. So our attack's not offering too much anyway. So it's kind of like, all right, that's what I'm expecting type of thing. If my Wi-Fi goes, let me try to plug this in. Let me try this. Hold up. Bear with me, people. Am I back? Should be back. You lot can still hear me anyway. That's the main thing. It don't matter about seeing me. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, we know our attack's limited, but I said it on the watch along to both Sheik and Eddie, where I was like, all right, maybe individual piece of magic, mistake from Forest, referee mistake, and we can nick this game, a set piece, something like that. But then at halftime, takes off Maino to bring on McTominay, which just unbalances the midfield. All of our better performances have came when there's been 2 people in the pivot. Ironically, against the tougher teams. Aston Villa are one of the better teams in the league. Arsenal are one of the better teams in the league. Liverpool are one of the better teams in the league. Bear in mind, we won, lost, and drew. We got all 3 different results in those games, but I'm just talking from a performance perspective. More importantly, defensively. Defensively, we went away to Liverpool at Anfield and defended well and looked like a competent unit, which is all I asked for. We played away at Arsenal. Yes, we lost the game 3-1, but they scored 2 goals in stoppage time. Defensive, it's not like, oh, nah, no goals peppered. Same with Villa as well. They scored from 2 set pieces early on, and that was it. And they are 3 of the better teams in the league. So how come we can do that against 3 of the better teams in the league? But then when we play worst opposition, we can't. Let me switch this around. Let me plug this. It's gone again. 1 second, people. Let me go wide connection. Oh, shoot. Let me go wide connection. Should be a little bit better, people. If it goes off, let me know. If it gets really, really bad. See what else you lot saying. Hey, Z, don't get mistaken. Flawless, thank you. Come on, Flawless. I'm a big fan of your content. I'm a modern Saeed channel, but you calling me a troll. All of these things are true. You are a big fan of the content. You always support. I haven't said any different. Me calling you troll, A troll is not is not a slander. Or otherwise I'd block you. Yeah, I would block you. Yeah, you're a big fan. You can also be a troll though. Like, two things can be true. I don't get mistaken, Z. You're my guy. You're my guy. Flawless, did you end up sleeping on the watch along? Almost. Anyone talking rubbish in the chat will be banned. You know what I'm saying? People just got to, you lot are just, you lot move like women, man. Too worried about how I look and aesthetics. It's crazy. Flawless, are you happy with the starting lineup? And if so, what do you think went wrong in the match? The starting lineup was fine. I have no issue. I was just saying that. What went wrong? Taking off McTominay, putting on McTominay for Maino just unbalances the midfield. Because even the first goal we concede, if Maino and Eriksen are still out there, they probably cut that out. And we maybe nick the game. Maybe. Because we ended up scoring anyway. And we can win that game 1-0. But yeah, this manager, man, word to Rhino, didn't. Absolutely didn't. Do I think Aston Villa are a good side? Yeah, Aston Villa are a decent side. Yeah, I don't know why you're asking, but yeah, they're a decent side. 100%. Hey, big up CP in the cut as well. Let's see what else you lot are saying. The 2 goals that United conceded was the same pattern today, Flawless. But we've been conceding in that area a lot. Like, when it gets cut back, and whether it's just inside the penalty area or just outside it, we rarely seem to be. But hey, you lot, you're actually doing decent. Run up the likes, man. Let's get us up to 100 likes. Let's get us up. We're at 82. And if we had any new subscribers, because I know everyone here right now has not hit the subscribe button. It's rolled to 10,000 subscribers. So hit the subscribe button. Continue to get your questions in. Keep them Manchester United related, though, please. This is the Nottingham United podcast. So Manchester United questions. And of course, if you super chat, I will get straight to your question as well. I won't be on here for too long. Hey, LG, hey, yo, you need to relax. And I'm not even frustrated about the team. Let me just clarify that. I'm not frustrated. I expect this. If you've seen one Manchester United performance, you've seen all of Manchester United's performances this season. Flattering to deceive, offering very little going forward, and just a severe lack of quality. That's just what it is. That's just Manchester United Football Club in a nutshell. Hey, big up to you, Matthew. Says big up Flawless, making room for Anthony. Another great move by the master tactical genius. Hey, you hilarious. Nervous about Wigan away? No. Yes, Eli, we are still running clubs later. I'm gonna, what's it called? I'm definitely gonna put out the bat signal. I'm running straight after this. I am gonna. That being said, Eli, you about 50 minutes. Same to you, Spooby. I'll ask you two, man, right now. Kaneki says Bruno has 7 goals and 8 assists in a calendar year in the league. Creative machine. Hey. Watch your mouth, Kaneki, about high IQ Bruno. Watch your mouth. Let's see what else you are saying. Warrior J says, Ten Hag asked how he convinces Ineos he's the right man at Manchester United. They know me, and know when I have a squad that is available, results will be there. We are overperforming last year. So for this season, let's see. So for this season, we are underperforming. We have to step up. All right. So you need your full team for us to be competent. Like nonsense. You don't need your full team to beat Nottingham Forest. Sorry, you don't need your full team to beat Bournemouth. What are we talking about? You don't need your full team to beat Brighton. Like, what are we doing here? Like, look at the teams that I mentioned. This ain't even disrespectful. Don't need your full team to beat West Ham. Don't need your full team to get out of a group containing Galatasaray and Copenhagen. My manager's making just daft excuses. Just daft excuses. It's outrageous. Now, LG, what's the Anthony stat? Tell me. Hey, 0.04 expected goals for the first half says it all. But hey, trust to back the manager. That's these are his attacking players at the end of the day. These are his players. These are either his players or players he said are my guys. Like, what are we doing? Hey, big up to Jason McNeil. A1 Super Chat. The way he dunked on the Simon Back Again podcast the other week was hilarious. Big up Flawless as always. Big up to you. Appreciate the never-ending content. You already know. Where on the list of problems at the club do you think Ten Hag lies? That's a good question. In regards to in-season, because I don't blame the ownership for what's going on right now in regards to on a game-by-game basis. Where I blame the ownership is summer window. January transfer window, us not doing the correct business. That's where I look at the ownership, because we spend enough. We just don't have the correct people to spend that money correctly, if that makes sense. It should make sense. Yo, Will, this guy talking from 10th, you know. I love Chelsea fans. It's great. And they gonna lose their next game as well. So where on the list of problems does he it's a good question. That's what I'm thinking about. It's high. He's up there. He's up there. It's him and the players. I think it's 50-50 overall. But I think some games is more Ten Hag's fault and some games is more the players' fault. But overall, I see it as 50-50. Because Ten Hag is not performing nowhere near to the level he should be. And the players are not performing. Like, some of the decision-making some of the decisions Ten Hag makes are unforgivable. And then I see on the pitch, some of the decisions the players make are unforgivable. That's why I see us both do basic things. And they always say a team is in the manager's image. And we're watching the manager make bad decisions and crumble under the pressure and absolutely fail in adversity. And we're watching the team crumble under the pressure, make bad decisions, and fail under adversity. So both, I would say. That's why I want word to Eddie, man. ACGI. Anybody can get it. Get rid of everybody. But big up for the super chat, Jason, man. Appreciate it, my guy. Appreciate it. You've been supporting all year round. And yeah, that being said, I hope everybody had a good Christmas and whatever your plans are for New Year's Eve, enjoy. Because we will be here Q&A 11 p.m. people. 11 p.m. Onana has conceded 45 goals for us in 5 months. Crazy. That is crazy. So Abdallah, who says, Flawless, why do some United supporters have low standards? I mean, 99% of those United players won't make it in any big team in Europe. And I'm also talking about Rashford and Bruno. I think what it is, Abdallah, I think it's a mixture of things. One, you have fan stands who just stand players. So no matter how poorly a player performs, they will back this player for whatever reason. Stands, not fans, stands. Secondly, people's love for the club. And I'm sure the vast majority of you lot have watching it. I'm sure the vast majority of you lot have watching this. I've heard love can turn you blind. Or if it's the Caribbean saying love turn you stupid. Like that's where it stems from. So you can't look at it logically because you love the club so much, because you love the badge so much. You can't see what's in very front of you. Like I can look away from Manchester United, take off the red tinted glasses and look at us and say, all right, this is not good. Even though as I'm a Manchester United fan, I'm more critical because I love Manchester United, as you would be. Same way with a close brethren, you know what I'm saying, or a close family member. If you see them messing up, you're going to tell them even more so because you have love for them. Whereas if it's a sibling or a family member or a friend you don't care for, you can, all right, do your thing. That type of thing. So yeah, that's where it stems from. And a lot of fans, I noticed this doing content creating, a hell of a lot of fans. In particular, you see it, whether it's in comment sections or social medias, don't want to win by any means necessary. And when I say that, they want to win, but with the players that they like playing. So for example, it has to be Carrington graduates playing. Couldn't give a shit. Let me repeat that again. Couldn't give a shit if a Carrington graduate never played for Manchester United for the next 10 years as long as we were successful. If we won 6 Premier Leagues and 2 Champions Leagues in the next 10 years, and the reverse, not the reverse, the what's it called? The trade was, I know Carrington graduate's gonna be in a match day squad for 10 what's it called? For 10 years. I'm taking that. Guaranteed in the heart of hearts, some fans are not taking that. Some fans are not taking that deal. I'm taking that deal. Some fans, they may not say it publicly, they may not say it on their socials, but in their heart of hearts, they ain't taking that deal. They're not taking 6 Prems and 2 Champions Leagues in 10 years. Or I go one further. 6 Prems and 2 Champions Leagues in the next 15 years, but it means no Carrington graduates. I'll go even one further. Some fans wouldn't take no Carrington graduates in the side for the next 3 years, but we get 1 Premier League in the next year. So we win the Premier League 23-24. But from 23-24, 24-25, 25-26, there'll be no Carrington graduate. Some of our fans wouldn't take that deal. I'm taking the deal. 110%. Hey, big up Casually for the raid. Big up my guy Marshall every single time. Make sure you lot subscribe to Casually FC as well. Big up Flawless. I feel your pain with your shit manager as I'm dealing with the terrorists running tactics. Potch in as always. Blessings, brother. Hey, C24, big up for the super chat, my guy, as always. Much appreciated. And yeah, the manager's done. I think, Z, are you talking about Savage? Is that what you're saying? Is that I just want to clarify. Flawless, what jokes you gonna run if we go above you and sit in 10th place? That's a big if. But for now, you're in 10th place because your team shit, your manager's shit. You know what I'm saying, how about you, man, get into top 8? Worried about us. These Chelsea dons all the time, man. You man talk too much for a team that's so bad. You man have had like 12 wins in 12 months and still talking. Man, a 10th. Like, let's not make this about, I beg, let's not make this about Chelsea. 20 games, you got 28 points. Like, you man are an awful outfit. You might have won less games than us. What are we doing out here? And we are shocking. And you're below us. Who's your next game? Let's see this. Fulham at home in the Premier League, Liverpool away. All right, so that's one guarantee, though. All right, cool. But yeah, you lot are shocking. I don't know why you man talk with so much chest. You man are shit. Let's see what else you lot are saying. We were buried for a minute, but we came back to join you in the trenches. We need to clarify, us and Chelsea are not the same. We in the what's it called? Where we are in the mud. You man are in the swamp. I don't get mistaken. Hey, time to shine. Hope you enjoyed the trip. That's all I can say, my done. 6 FA Cup new owners. Does he get the summer? From what, like, will the board give him the summer? Yes, because he's won a trophy. New owners, which would happen 6, they would. Me, all about the football. If this continues, no. I have to see a severe improvement in performance. Now, if there's a severe improvement in performance and you get this, cool. Like, that's it. Hey, there ain't no Mud Brother Alliance. Like, they in the swamp. But hey, we move. That's why they're man at 10th. Hey, and we ain't mid-table. They mid-table. We're upper mid-table. Just to clarify. You okay, Flawless? Do you need a shoulder to cry? Nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And that Marshall. I'm good. I don't cry tears over this team because I know what it is. To Felix, who says United's history of youth is a blessing and a curse because of Sir Bobby, the best, George Best, Neville, Scholes, Giggs, every top youth from the academy has to be bigged up. And yeah, and they were rare. You know what I'm saying? Class of 92 is extremely, extremely rare. Extremely. Like in terms of that much quality. Listen, man, you lose the next and we win the next match. We match you, my guy. Yeah, that's a big if. Are you lot beating Fulham? Because I got told that Chelsea were beating Manchester United. I also got told that you lot were beating Everton. I also got told that you lot were beating Newcastle. I also got told that you lot were beating Brentford. You see the pattern. I also got told you lot were beating Bournemouth away. I also got told you lot were beating Nottingham Forest. All these games, I had Chelsea fans in my chat telling me they was winning all those games. What happened? How many games did I just name? 6 or 7? All right. Just go beat Fulham. How about that? Just go beat Fulham. Yeah, you got told, and you know what? You need to stop listening to these United fans. That's on you, Will. Listen to these United fans. You know what I'm saying? Don't what's it called? Put it on me that you listen to foolish people with foolish opinions. That's on you. Pick better content creators. That's all. I can't I can't decide who shows up to my chat. I can only respond. I'll listen to Egypt. If that's on you, if you got told United run a title charge, that's on you for listening to that foolish opinion. Hey, big up disgruntled blogger, man. It's good. Big up Flawless. It's been a minute too much on. We should win against who? Casually. We should win against who? Whose next game is against Tottenham? United's next game is Tottenham. Are we a better side than Tottenham? Why should we win that game? Are we better than Tottenham? Are we? Genuinely asking. I don't know why we should win. Do you think we're going to win? All right, each to their own. I don't know why people go into any Manchester United match with any confidence that we're going to beat anybody. Well, hey, we've played 20 matches. How much more evidence do you need to see where you go? We're just not very good. But hey, you still got Chelsea fans. It's our next league game. Yeah. I'm not saying all that we should win that. No, I'm not confident. Tottenham are at home. They got no. It's at Old Trafford. It's at Old Trafford. Tottenham will miss many players, though. We lost to Newcastle C team and lost to a Palace B team as well. What are we doing here? And we also lost to somebody else's B team as well. Can't remember who it was. It was Newcastle C team, Palace's B team, Brighton's B team as well. We lost to awful. What are we talking about? Yeah, no stress, Leon. When you ready, man. When you ready. All the best for New Year's Eve. I didn't know you were Bayesian. Shout out to the BIM Massive. As a gunner, we are in big trouble. Big up to you, Chris. Big up for the super chat. Yes, I am of Bayesian descent, for those that don't know. Big up to Bayesian Reds TV as well, because it kind of like, they put a super chat in on, it was on the Back Again pod as well. So yeah, man, big up my Bayesians. Obviously, for those that don't know, you're not learning new things about me all the time. I am of Bayesian and Jamaican descent. So yeah, as a gunner, we're in big trouble. You lot will be all right. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing: is Camille says flawless for 2 points behind you. Chelsea will be coming up. Pause. Why are we Chelsea's bar? And you're 3 points behind us. That's what I want to know. Why is a shocking Manchester United manager and a shocking Manchester United team the bar for Chelsea? Why is that the bar? Someone tell me that. Why are we their bar in 8th or 7th place after spending a bill? And you wouldn't take our manager, and a lot of you lot are potch out. Levels to this, man. We're always rent-free, man. I'm telling you. Fucking juggernaut that is Manchester United. I'm Jamaican and Bajan descent. Hey, big up to you, Tyrus, man. You know what I'm saying? For those that don't know, Bajan is Barbados. When you hear that. C24. So when I say you hear me say I'm of Bajan descent, it means my family is from Barbados. Jabtastic TV says, like the stream people, Manchester United and Chelsea is like a choice of either piss and shit. Bruno Rashford out, Donny Sancho in, we play better. I hear you. Yeah, man, H. One bill, and they're talking about, oh, we going to be above Manchester United. All right. We in 7th. But cool. Standards in the floor. Oh, yeah, Matthew, I hear you. I'll always love Manchester United, but don't think I ever love these players. Big facts. Big facts. Never, ever love these. Never. I can't. I'm tired. It's too much what we can do for you. How about what you do for us? Always, we can resurrect this player's career in the correct system. We can get the most out of such and such. Whatever, man. Pure foolishness. That's what that is. Pure foolishness. Tired. Flawless, what do you make of the rumors that the new owner is summer target is boyhood Manchester United fan Evan Ferguson? It makes sense in regards to that being a rumor. Makes perfect sense. Evan Ferguson's an easy link to any of the top clubs, whether that's Arsenal, whether it's Liverpool, whether it's Chelsea, whether it's Tottenham Hotspur. It makes sense. Yeah, that was it, Jason. Yeah. Lost the Newcastle C team in the League Cup and their B team in the league, and people talking about, Spurs have players missing. Whatever team Spurs will put out will be better than those two sides. Lost the Newcastle C team and their B team in the league. Facts. Yeah. But yeah, there is. Biggest club in the world got to match their level. So you saying Manchester United are the biggest club in the world? Is that what you're saying, Will? Yeah? Is that it? Is that what you're saying? I bet. If that's the case, match our levels, match our poor levels. How about you have your own standards? See these Chelsea duns. I'm saying, how about you have your own standards, but hey, we move. Don't run our race. Let's see. Hey, Classified says, big up Flawless. How you, broski? I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. I'm all good. No complaints. You know how it is, man. Keeping things ticking over another day. More live streams, etc., etc. You already know. Big up to Hassan V1 who says, hey, Flawless, always enjoy your banter with Lee and Saeed. Keep up the great work. I'm honestly mentally exhausted from this team. No joy anymore. Big up for the kind words. Glad you like the content and the banter. Because that's what man here is to provide. Of course, we can talk tactics and talk seriously and break down systems and break down like individual players and how people match up. But you're going to get these jokes. I'm an asshole. You're going to get the channel's called Sarcasm City TV. You're going to get these jokes. So it's like always going to run banter. Whether Manchester United are great, whether we're okay, whether we're shocking. We could be in League 2 and I'm still running banters. Still running jokes all the time. That's never ever stopped, man. You're going to laugh here. I know I'm going to actually, I should clarify. I'm a laugh here, but you lot show up. And I know it ain't for the footballing knowledge like that. So I know it's for the jokes. So you don't get tactical breakdowns like this. But yeah, in regards to being mentally exhausted from the team, just shut off. Once you shut down and just know that these players ain't shit, you'll be okay. It's kind of like, I don't know, a family member who you know is just a dick. You know this family member is just a piece of shit. So then when people are saying, such and such, that he did such and such, you just know, like, that's expect. Have no expectations, and then therefore you can't be disappointed. The reason why I don't get mad or upset during matches is because I know what to expect going into it. I know what this manager is. I know what this player is. These players are. So if we do anything above that, i.e. the Aston Villa game, the Liverpool game, I'll take that in isolation and be happy with that because I know this is as good as it could get. So let's take this game. And I know we can revert back to type the game after. And in those two examples I just used, we did. Bournemouth away. Wait, no. What was the Liverpool? What was the game after Liverpool away? Who did we lose to? We lost to somebody after Liverpool anyway. West Ham, that was it. Lost to West Ham. And then boom. You know what I'm saying? Today we've just beat Villa and then just lost to Fulham. Just lost to who we lose? Nottingham Forest. That's it. Yeah, man, Hassan, that's why the reason why you laughing, yeah, is because you know the family. You, as soon as I said that, the family member I'm talking about came to your head. That's why. And you're laughing like, oh, my man, or it could be a female family member, or he's a dick, or she an idiot. Either or. We've all got it, man. You know them family members, you know, you're just like, oh, here come this guy. I got one. I don't fucks with him. I'm just like, I can't be bothered. I'm saying. To King Juice, big up for the super chat, says big up broski. I just realized that we signed Bruno to 2028. We don't develop players. That's a fact, and I feel sorry for Kobe. Ten Hag has left him and Casemiro to die in real time. Juice, big up for the super chat. Good to see you in the chat as always. We don't develop players. I do feel for Kobe, like in regards to he didn't deserve to get taken off. That is nonsense. That is nonsense. Ten Hag has left him and Casemiro to die in real time. Yeah, everybody drowning, man. Everyone drowning. But big up for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Bournemouth was at home. But Z, my point, see, this is why you're a troll. Because my point still stands. I wasn't talking about it being away from home. My point still stands in regards to the performance and the result. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man, trust me, I feel your pain. That family member that everyone avoids, but chat or text you like we're best friends. Yeah, don't talk or text me. Like, people I don't fuck with, no, I don't fuck with them. So they ain't gonna bother me. Like, I'm very much like that. I don't have no gray areas. I think that's where a lot of people go wrong and have a lot of unnecessary stress. If we're peoples and we are family, my guy. Or, you know what I'm saying? And that's my done. I got female cousins I've not spoke to in a minute. Well, I see them at Christmas, but I don't chat to them like, yeah, love to death. And they know they can message me, ring me for anything. Anyone who I'm close to knows that. You can ring me or message me at any time if you have an issue and I've got you, even if I'm on stream, even if it's early hours in the morning. But always know, don't ring me or message me. I don't fucks with you. I made that perfectly clear. Like, that's what that is. You gotta set boundaries. That's what you should do in 2024, people. Set boundaries. Forget that, oh, it's just your mom or it's just your dad or your uncle or aunt or cousin or a brethren you've known for 20 years. Like, yo, treat people like, if people don't bring good to your life, forget that. Bring hassle, let them go. Let them go, man. It's not worth it. Trust me. And big up to Jason for the super chat. He says 80 games, 20 goals, 20 assists for Bruno under Ten Hag. Instead of doing the calendar year, just do since Ten Hag has been here. 1 in goal, 2 contributions. Hey, that's why I called him the pillar of playmaking. I weren't critical. So I called him the pillar of playmaking, man. The excellence of execution. Forget Bret Hart. Like I say, man, the most chances created in the past 5 years in Europe, man. What did Rance call him? High IQ Bruno, man. I'm with you, Jason. Not hearing no criticism from me. Yeah, pretty much disgruntled blogger. Flawless said, that ain't my family. That's my mom or dad's people. Yeah, you deal with him. My mom tries that. Oh, why you go reach out to such and such? Why don't you go reach out to them? Like, come with this foolishness. I'm saying you as anti as I am. Like, what we do, I say anti, like anti-social like that. That's where I get it from. My stomach is from my mom. 100%. Like, I am proper mixed. To Z correcting me in what? This is why you're a troll. Nobody said anything about home or away in my statement. I never mentioned it being home or away. What are we talking about? Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm a mix. Like, my mom's personality, my dad's personality. Like, I'm a mix of like the two. And the stubbornness I get from my mom. So when she be trying to talk to me about certain things, I'm like, that's you. Like, I get that from you. What are we talking about here? Yeah. Always. Yeah. Z, my guy. The 3-0. Yeah, we got beat by Bournemouth. Yeah. Did I say it was away? Whatever the case may be. Did I say that? If not, you knew what I meant. The point I was making is it was a good performance before that and we lost. That was the point I'm making. It was nothing to do with home or away. We put in a good performance beforehand. Who did we play before Bournemouth again? It's the Chelsea game. So Chelsea at home, good performance, great result. Boom. Then lose to Bournemouth the next game. Liverpool, Anfield away. Good performance, solid defensively. Highland scores, we should have nicked it. But all right, go and match that now. Manager switches it up and we go put in a piss poor performance and lose to West Ham. Like, that's it. I'm trying to get to all the questions as well, people. Like I said, if you super chat though, that'll make sure I get to it. Because you know I do asking some good questions as well. And someone asked me, 1 second. Hold up. Yeah, H. I don't give a shit about this team. Why? This ties back into what I was talking about, family members and stuff, and just like people, not even family members, but people around you in real life. And 50 Cent said it, is it not okay for me to not care about somebody that don't care about me? Manchester United don't care about us as fans. Couldn't care less. So if they don't care about me as a fan, why do I care about them? That makes no sense whatsoever. Makes zero sense to me. Like logically, people will be like, "Oh, you got support." I'm not with it. Yeah, I'm with you. Most of these players need to get sold. I've said this, man. Said this. I'm not. Someone asked earlier. I don't know who it was in regards to the remontado. All right, coolsy, whatever, man. The case may be. Whatever the case may be, man. You understood what I'm talking about. All right, coolsy, but you knew what I meant, so it didn't really matter. Yes, let's bump up the likes. Hassan says, let's bump up the likes, people. This is good therapy. Continue to get the questions in as well. This gonna blogger says, I can't get my head around how y'all man listen to Nate G say Bruno has anything world class with him. Because, you know what? It's his opinion. Like, and some people shout out to my guy Mo S. He's another one who's a big fan of Bruno. All right, we'll just watch his performances. What did I make of Alanga today? Performance and comments. He was okay. He did all right. He was okay. That was it. Nothing special. It wasn't anything that I was like, oh my God, I can't believe we let him go. He did okay. Nothing spectacular. He was there. That was it. Like Alanga. But I'm glad he's over there playing. Yeah, with Neji and what he said about Bruno, man, that's just his thoughts and opinions. You lot, like, it is what it is. Big up to Shaq. Is that Shaq? I will call. If I butchered your name, I apologize. He says, yo, Mr. Flawless, big fan of yours. Thought I'd drop in the stream to support United. Are depressing to watch, man. Hey, much appreciated for the kind words. Glad you're a fan first and foremost. Blessed for dropping in as well. Just understand what we are depressing to watch. Just understand what we are. Once you understand what we are, yeah. All right, Z, cool. You've explained it now. We got you. You was right, I was wrong. All right, let's see. Warrior J says, Scott McTominay brought energy. I think the second half was much better on our side. The first goal, when you analyze it well, has nothing to do with midfield. The second goal came from poor communication. Why switch it up? We didn't need to change at halftime. We didn't need to change. That's my biggest issue. Why change it? We weren't under the cosh. We weren't in the ascendancy. The game's in the balance. 0-0. Leave it the same. I actually think we probably win the game, to be honest. We probably win the game. But that's this manager for you, man. And obviously the players are just, and our attack is just not good. But it wasn't good last season. It really wasn't. Flawless Bruno Fernandes isn't world class. A world class player with is consistent. Bruno is a player that has moments. Kane, Bernardo Silva, Salah, etc. world class because they're good consistently. Hey, I've been trying to preach this, but people don't want to hear this because we create chances and he tops these lists and records and blah blah blah. All right, bet. You know what I'm saying? All right, sure. But I hear you, Abdallah. Trust me, I hear you. I'm with you. I'm with you. See, I didn't even know this shit. I didn't know this. This is news to me. What do you think about United activating the extra 2 years on Lindelof's contract? They get a chance of getting rid of Deadwood and they don't. I had no idea. When did his contract run out? Was it 2024? Let me know. Was it 2024? Again, I know you lot can still hear me, but the connection will clear up in a second. It was what was it? Was it 2024? Just foolishness. Foolishness, Matthew. That's what this is. Absolute stupidness. Why? Let him go on a free. Let him go. Like, why are we holding on to him? What are we doing? I've said what I said about Lindelof. I don't know. Why are we extending his deal? Does he deserve a new deal off his performances? No. So why are we keeping him? He don't deserve a new deal off his performances. When are we going to get back to what's the word I'm looking for? When are we going to get back to being rewarding good form? You should get rewarded when you perform to a high level. If you don't perform to a high level, you should be let go. In any job, that's what it's like. Trust me, I've been at many jobs. I've worked in call centers all the time, and they be complaining about my performance. I'm just not that good. That's what it was, and I've been let go. All right, cool. I just needed the bag at the time. Here we are. Hey, Anthony's washed. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. He's just not good. To Jason, who says, flawless, if you had changed it up at halftime and we still lost, people would have still criticized and complained. So for me, it's a lose-lose for Ten Hag if we lost. Big if we lost, we shouldn't be losing to Nottingham Forest, number one. He's put himself in that situation. Number two, I would not. Because I look at the bench and go, minus Diallo, who's changing this? Keep it the same. I wouldn't have criticized him. We ought to keep it the same. Why are you changing the midfield? The midfield was not an issue. The only thing that was an issue with in regards to Manchester United and why I'm critical is because you changed something that was not a problem. The problem was the attack. Change the attackers. Garnacho, Rashford, Anthony all were our worst players in that first half. Change one of those three. Change two of those three. Diallo and Palestri, for example. Just for example. So that's why. That's why it's on the manager. And you live and die by your decisions. You made a decision. It went wrong. You get criticized. Now, on the flip side, if you bring on McTominay and he scores and we win the game, guess what? Ten Hag gets the praise. Results. That's what matters. Did you get the result? No. Players hold blame. Managers hold blame. That's how it works in high-level football. And you know this, Jason. You know this. Big up to Hassan for the super chat who says, what power does 25% ownership really give Ineos? Hey, Hassan, I know you got here late and I spoke about this earlier. I fully hear you. I fully hear you because I don't believe too much is changing. I will believe this when I see it. I will believe it when I see it. Yeah. To respond, in addition to your super chat, he said, I just don't see the Glazers giving up much power for Ineos to make the changes. I agree. We singing from the same hymn sheet, my friend. We are singing from the same. We are in the same choir. I hear you. Trust me. Trust me, my guy Hassan. I hear you. I'll believe it when I see it. I'll keep saying this. Believe this when I see it. Would I start Diallo versus Spurs? Yes. Yes. I ain't trying to see Anthony out there. Suppose you could play Garnacho off there, but yeah, I'm playing Diallo. Yeah. Why not? Play Diallo. What have you got to lose? Playing 45 minutes. If it goes wrong, then you can play Rashford out there. You can play Garnacho out there, whatever the case may be. But big up for the super chat to Hassan. And yeah, H, big up for the question as well. Do I want to see the youngsters against Wigan? Yep. Yep, absolutely. Like the centre-back who played, Big Will. Why not? I'm tired of the senior players. Oh, yeah, of course, Tyrus. I hope there's change too. Do I believe there will be change? No. To Benazi says Diallo is rubbish. Let me see. I even saying Diallo's the answer. You know who I know is definitely not the answer because I've watched him now for a season and a half. Anthony. I'm just saying try different things. And guess what? If Diallo's rubbish, move on to the next right winger. And if that right winger is rubbish, then you get on to the next right winger and so forth until you find one where it works. That's how football works. More players don't work out at Manchester United than do. That's just top football clubs. You know what I'm saying? I even disputing whether Diallo's rubbish or not. I'm just saying play him. Something different. Same with Palestri. Play him. Do I think Palestri's the answer? No. But I've seen what I need to see from all the other wingers and play Palestri. Try something different. What's the best starting 11 if everyone's fair and available? Onana in goal. Dalot, right back. Malacia, left back. Varane Martinez, centre backs. Casemiro, Maino, Ericsson. Ericsson in 10. Casemiro alongside Maino. Rashford left. Fuck. Our front three is so bad. I go Diallo right. I do like from what I've seen from Diallo previously when he was last here. Diallo from the right, Rashford from the left. Gotta go Højlund up top. Gotta go. But yeah, that's everyone fair and available. I think that's our best 11. I think it's the most balanced. Still lacks a whole lot of goals though, but hey, we move. Goes to show our limitations. Hey, but speaking of limitations, continue to run up the likes. There's over 160 people in there, 128 likes. Let's get up to 150 likes. Make sure you hit the subscribe button when you enter the city of sarcasm. Pay the toll. It's tax free. The toll is free. Just hit the like button, subscribe. We're at 9,150. 10 more subscribers. I know there's at least 10 people watching live right now who have not hit the subscribe button. Get us to 9,160. Time of running clubs in the next half an hour or so. I'm a part of the bat signal. I'm a part of the bat signal shortly, but the show's running on. And I believe Leon is jumping on the stream as well. Yeah, classified. It sucks, that 11. It really does. I was surprised today that Wan-Bissaka didn't really want to seem to trap back today. I get fed up when people say they aren't playing for the manager because they should play for the managers, play for the fans and the badge. And that's why I don't hear it when people try and give these players a jail-free card. Oh, they're not playing for the manager, so it's okay not to put in effort and endeavor and cover ground and cover grass and close down and do the basics. Mark your man from set pieces, track runners. If I was in charge and I'm far from qualified, I'd be the most underqualified man ever to manage in the Premier League. You should still do that. You could take Big, take Big Steve from the crowd. Go get Big Steve and Big Dave as his assistant. You know what I'm saying? With Barbara as as the coach. Just go grab them out the Stretford and put them in the dugout. And they should, and the players should still do those things. Those are things that are just basics regardless of who's in charge. Forget if you don't like the manager. We've all worked jobs where we don't like the manager. We've all worked jobs where we don't like. Guess what? You're still expected, I should say, to work. I've done jobs where I don't like managers. I still do the work. It's like, just don't come talking rubbish to me. And don't forget as well, just to clarify, even if you're watching this live or watching this back after the live, hit the like button and make sure you subscribe as well. Yeah, Z. Bounce rubbish. Hey, big up Donna C. All go on, Mr. Flawless. Good to see you in the chat, Donna C. Theodore is not here, but I believe he will be on Pro Clubs. Maybe not. I don't know. Z says, Onana, Dalot, Varane, Martinez, Shaw, Casemiro, Maino, Ericsson, Rashford, Højlund, Garnacho. Everybody fit. Faz. H says, get to see a real manager take control of a team. People have said that on Pro Clubs, which is jokes. And that's a testament to how bad we are. That me doing team talks on Pro Clubs, people are like, right, Manchester United need you in the dressing room. Can you manage Manchester United? Right, can you come manage Chelsea? And I'm just saying basic coaching stuff. Yes, I have a couple coaching badges. I have level 1 and level 2. But I'm not saying anything profound. I'm not evolving the game. I'm telling players what I talk about all the time. Do the basics. Do the basics. Will's in the chat. The attacking players, whether it's a Will, whether it's a Grim, a Muntz, a YG, a Vin. I don't tell these man, a TJ, a Jacob and what I need you to do is go pick up the ball, go past 2 men and stick it top bins. No, I'll tell, hey, TJ, pick up the ball on the halfway line and play a beautiful through ball to Jacob over the top, right into his feet, so he can just score. I don't do that. I'll say to Muntz, yeah, meg the man and play an iron needle of the pass to Grim. Grim's going to play a 1-2 with you, and then Grim's going to stick it top bins. Oh, that's just quality. All I ask is do the basics. That is one thing my Pro Clubs team does, is the fucking basics. That is one thing I pride myself on. Hey, big up to D and Dubs. You know what I'm saying? Big up to you. Says, what's up, Flawless? How was Saeed's stream earlier? Also, why does Wan-Bissaka struggle running back when he has to defend. Happy New Year's. Big up for the super chat, first and foremost. Secondly, Happy New Year to you. Saturday's stream was eventful. Make sure you go check it out. I need to add it to the playlist. Very, very eventful. We had Rants was on there. Shout out to my Don Rants. Leon was there. Rhino was there. Ash was there. Naji was there. Traps was there. I don't think I'm missing anyone. Very, very eventful. Why does Wan-Bissaka struggle running back when he has to defend? In what sense? Maybe that's just, maybe it's just, that's just something he struggles with. That's what it is. Maybe that's just what it is. Because when you say running back, in what sense? In what sense? Not sure. Mr. Flawless, Mr. Jacob sent me to raid all the handsome gentlemen here. Hey, big up for the kind words. Appreciate it. Thank you, Donna C. Sancho is a disgrace. All that talent, and the best he can do is play EAFC. Why is Sancho a disgrace? What did Sancho do that is disgraceful, Danish Baldi? I genuinely want to know, like, your opinion on it. Hey, big up Jacob for the raid as well. Yeah, man. Basics. Fucking basics. To Danish, who says, where's Malacia? He's supposed to be back next month. You could be the next world star. I hear you, Matthew. I wish. I really do wish. Let's see. Did you hear Gary Neville say Anthony is similar to Mahrez? Not gonna lie, sometimes I think some pundits purposely chat shit for the viewers and attention. There must be context. He's not just said that. I can't comment because I don't know the full context of it. Because he's not just turning around and going, yeah, Anthony's like Mahrez. Like, that's a conversation, and he said it, and he's elaborated, and he's responded to something. That don't sound like Gary Neville. That does not sound like GNev. It really don't. Let's see. Oh shit, get the gaming channel to 18 to 500 subs, 18 off. Hey, go subscribe to Sarcasm City TV Gaming. I'll drop the link in the chat and we will be redirecting to there as well. See what else? See, this is two different things. What did Sancho do? Nothing in 3 years. That's not what I asked. Man said Sancho's a disgrace. I asked why. What did Sancho do that was disgraceful? That's what I want to know. Like, I'm open to hear the other side. I want to know what he did that was disgraceful, because that's a big word. What did he do that was disgraceful? Day of Derbs says, when teams are counter-attacking, Wan-Bissaka is jogging or struggling to cover the space. It makes me question whether he's not quick or fast. He can shift. Maybe it's just a positional thing. Maybe it's position. I've never purposely noticed it like that in regards to him tracking runners, because he's normally good at getting the tackling, like slide tackling. So, yeah. I hear you. Yeah, see, I thought so. He said Anthony was nowhere near Mahrez, but compared them in terms of position they play and what they should do as wingers. Yeah, I thought so. That's why I didn't respond to it. That's why, because it didn't sound smart. That's one thing I associate with Gary Neville. I think he is a very good pundit, especially when he's not talking about Manchester United. But I think he's a very good pundit overall. Even though some of the things he says, I look at and I go, huh? But that's rare. Yeah, like, Sancho was a disgrace. Sounds like United have their own tie. Like, I want to know what he did. Like, man is just saying, like, you can't just make statements and then not back it up. Imagine I did that. You lot would hate me. Whether you agree with me or disagree with me, every opinion I give, I then back it up. Big up to Hassan, who says, great stream as always. We'll hit you up when you're on next with Lee, but gotta get some sleep now. Happy 2024. Big up, man. Probably next. It's every Thursday. It's every Thursday, 1 p.m. UK time as well. But yeah, man, get your rest, man, and happy 2024 to you as well. PS says, these guys are mad at Sancho because he finessed the game, chilling while getting paid and getting linked to top clubs on loan, staying away from this garbage smart guy. I want to know what he did. I did see the clip and people were mad. So he's partying with a female and people were mad. What? Like, you don't get alive. He was partying with a female and others. You're not supposed to party because him and Ten Hag fell out. Says where? Where in your contract does it say that I can't party because I've fallen out with the manager? What are we doing? What are we doing? He stays inside and plays EAFC and people still complain. What are we doing? What are we doing? To Donacy, I'm not sure about where Mr. Theo, if he'll be streaming later. Like, I don't get it with the Sancho thing. It's about apologizing to the manager, but that's it. But he won't, because he believes he's in the right. So Sancho believes he's in the right. The manager believes he's in the right. None of us know the initial story. None of us actually know who's in the wrong and who's in the right. So none of us can comment on that in regards, because we don't know the story. We don't know the ins and outs of what happened to them, like what happened privately. We know publicly what happened, but we don't know what sparked that. That's why I've never come out and said Ten Hag is wrong in what he did in regards to that initially. Same with Sancho. Where I think Ten Hag was wrong was saying what he said publicly. That is it. But I'm not gonna criticize Sancho. I'm not gonna criticize Sancho because I would have done the same thing. I would have done the same thing. So in your words, what did Sancho do for United in 3 years? What do you mean in my words? Why are we asking this? What's this got to do with what we're talking about? Bear in mind, you can go and check the Nottingham United podcast playlist on here. Summer window. Summer window. Yeah, summer window, is it called? Summer window. The last show. Player ratings part 2. Myself and Eddie, shout out to my Don Eddie every single time. Where out of 10, on a scale of 0 to 10, we gave Sancho a 3. I also said on that very episode and other episodes as well, we should sell Sancho. Sancho has not been good enough. So I don't know where all this is coming from. When I've been speaking about Sancho for the longest, since last season. What are we talking about here? That don't make him a disgrace. That just means he's been a poor acquisition. Words mean something. Disgrace and poor acquisition are two complete. Go Google the word disgrace. I don't know what he's done that's disgraceful. Today, Nishu says it's just annoying. He could have been playing for the last 4 months in his career. Wasted. It's a shame to be. He could have been, but that's how things work out. People don't get on. These things happen. He won't be the last manager. They won't be the last player or manager to fall out and don't play. They do not get on. They had a falling out that there's too much water under the bridge. Why can't people get past this? Sancho thinks he's done nothing wrong. Ten Hag thinks he's done nothing wrong. So there's a stalemate. Why can't people just accept this? Accept it for what it is. I have. Would I prefer Sancho to be out there playing? Yes, because I think he can offer something more. Yes. Even though I wanted him sold in the summer alongside a lot of these, man. How do you know the manager would have played him regularly? That's a valid point. Who knows? That's another question mark. Who knows? We don't know. That is a fact. Who knows? So just to clarify, people automatically trying to assume, I'm on Sancho's side, but I was saying sell Sancho in the summer. I was the same man who gave him a 3 out of 10 for this season. And he probably got like a 4 or 5 on the last player rating we did. Just saying. Just saying. Nah, Danish Maldini, that wasn't at you. That was at Bernard's. I wasn't talking to you. I was very well. I'll make it clear if I didn't make it clear. I wasn't talking to you, Danish Maldini. I was talking to Bernard's because he mentioned his form. I'll give him my reason, but you ain't read. I just missed it. Right again, Danish Maldini. I just missed it. That's all. To AD, who says the thing is, Sancho clearly doesn't give 2 flying monkeys about everyone. Based off of what? You gotta stop doing this. Why does he not give a monkeys out of it? Why does he not give 2 monkeys about everyone? Or does he just have a disagreement with Ten Hag? Because the crazy part is, I will continue to repeat this. I would have done the exact same thing. I've done the same thing. I've done the same thing. And obviously not on the scale of this or not at the magnitude I'm playing for Manchester, but I've done the same thing. Oh, you should apologize to such and such. No, fuck such and such. Why am I apologizing when I've done nothing wrong? I'll just do it. No. I stand on my principles and my moral compass and where I stand. If I feel I've been disrespected, I am not apologizing, and that's where Sancho stands. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, you're right, AD Fez. Exactly, Tyrus. Everyone's just assuming. Too many people assuming like they know the ins and outs. Just say you don't like Sancho and keep it stepping, which is cool. If you don't like Sancho and you think he's not been good for Manchester United and needs to be sold, I hold my hands up and say, cool. Fairs. Fairs. Yeah, that's calm. I was basically just saying that I've seen Madueke make up with Poch and now he's in form, and Poch called him out publicly for bad training levels. Just don't know why Sancho can't make up with Ten Hag. All right, I'll explain why. Because Sancho feels disrespected and everybody's moral compass is different. Everybody's moral compass is different. I don't critique how you respond. I don't critique. I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't critique. That's the wrong word. I don't police how you respond. Like, if you feel disrespected, that's on you. I can't tell you what your tolerance is for disrespect or not. And Peter just said it there. Madueke also got caught partying whilst being injured and Poch spoke. Like, there's levels to it. I'm saying, me, Peter's in the chat. I'm saying, me and Peter can be on the stream with someone, a fan calls in, and a fan tells me to shut up and tells Peter to shut up. Peter's like, all right, cool, whatever. I go off on one. Yo, don't tell me to shut up. Bear in mind, this wouldn't happen, but don't tell me to shut up. Neither of us are wrong. Peter's entitled to respond how he wants to respond, as am I, to said disrespect. None of us are wrong. So no one can't tell Peter and turn around and go, right, you should have wilded out like Flawless did. Or no one can't tell me, why did you just react like Peter did? Everybody's different. Don't police how people respond to disrespect. He feels he did nothing wrong and was called out publicly. Why? I don't get why this is so tough for people to understand. And maybe I get it because I would have responded in the same way. Like, that's just it. Yes, it's on the feelings of a specific person because he read the statement he put out. He felt away. And it was much more than that as well. It was much more than that because he said, if you read the statement, he said, there's much more to it. I'm paraphrasing. There's much more to it. I've been a scapegoat for weeks. Everything's not what it seems. So he responded not only to what Ten Hag said, but also other things that was going on behind the scenes. See? Peter putting it in a more digestible manner than I am. Ten Hag took Sancho out after a match in which he didn't participate. He didn't cost you the result at the Emirates, but was the topic of conversation. I get it. That's it. I've not played. I am not involved. Yet now we've lost 3-1 away at Arsenal and people are talking about me. Why? That's on the manager. He feels disrespected. Yeah, that's it. Danish. Flawless is like falling out with someone in your family. It's just sad at this point, but I get Ten Hag and Sancho's stance. That's it. We've all, I think not all, I'm sure the vast majority of people watching, 95% of people watching this or listening if you're on the audio platforms, have fell out with a family member. It's not nice, but it's on a stance whether you in the wrong or you're in the right. This is it. How are you going to blame my department for some shit going wrong at work when I called in sick the day of the presentation? Fuck you. It's like me. There's a watch along on the Twitch. Watch along's terrible. I leave the man in charge. Then I come back and then people blame me for what happened on the watch along. Like, now you might be able to blame me for who I left in charge, even though it's the regulars, but you can't blame me for what was said because I was not there. Or why didn't you do anything? I wasn't there. What is going on here? Sorry, people, my connection moving dodgy, but I know you lot can still hear me, so that's all that matters. It should clear up. It should clear up. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Danish says, honestly, can't remember the statement. I'm clarifying, but there was much more in his response, which made me go, okay, this is a longer standing thing. This is a longer standing thing. Yeah, it is sad, Danish, because he could actually be out there playing and actually be of use. To kind of see who says, did Poch ask for a public apology or just reprimand him and move on? I'm not sure. You'll have to ask the Chelsea lot. AD says, I think he's a baller when given freedom to play under both managers. Who can really say has been good? That's a fact. He still should have done more, but I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, they and Dubs. Like, man stands on business, and that's not even me. Oh, I'm tough, I'm gangster. Far from it. But you ain't gonna disrespect me, and I just allow it. All right, cool. I just don't mind. I just move away from it. All right. And if I don't play, I don't play. So be it. It's unfortunate, but that's the only resolution to this. Because then that opens the door for him to do that again. Sheik says, you man in the chat, think of it this way. Say Flawless banned you from the chat, and when you ask why, he says you need to apologize. What would y'all do? How would y'all react? Now, let's say I called you out to flip this to make it. So I call out somebody in the chat publicly for something that got said privately. And then I'm like, oh, you need to and it was nothing to do with you, what happened as well. Like, come on, man. What's an assumption? But that's not an assumption, Flawless. Mike said he's always late. Who's always late? Sancho's always late. That wasn't what Ten Hag said. So that's enough. Now we're mixing in two arguments. And even said, let's say he is always late. That shouldn't be said publicly. Why are you saying it publicly? That's the main issue people don't realize. Don't say anything publicly. Any issue can be dealt with in-house. Once you make things public, it makes it worse because then everybody else's opinions then make it much worse. Like being in a relationship. You can deal with anything in-house. You and your girl, or to any girls watching, you and your man, you lot can deal with anything in-house. Once you know what I'm saying, he starts jumping on Twitter, cursing you out, you're on Facebook, you're both on Instagram, indirecting each other, and people know it's a thing, that's when it makes it worse. Just don't say anything. And then there's no issues. And if he's late that much, deal with it in-house. And he won't be the first guy to be late or the last guy. But hey, we move. Let's see what else you are saying. Continue to run up the likes as well, people. Run up the likes. Sometimes in life, you just got to come together and solve issues. Sancho should just do that and come back on the right wing. Life is too short. Why I disagree with this is because the issue has been solved. And I think they're all happy with the two people involved in this. I think are happy with the scenario. Sancho don't want to play under Ten Hag, and Ten Hag doesn't want Sancho playing under him, in my opinion. Because they could have had this conversation privately, which I don't, but this is me guessing. I don't believe has happened. And him banning him from the training ground and all those type of things tells me all I need. Tells me that leads me to believe I'm right. Leads me to believe I'm right. To Bernard, who says I would never pick Sancho over United. I'm not picking Sancho over United, so I don't know where. Unless I might have missed something in the chat actually. So Bernard, you're gonna have to be specific if you're talking to me or are you talking about somebody else. Like, just to clarify, because I don't want to respond and you're like, nah, I wasn't responding to you, which can happen because I know you lot be having conversations in the chat, which is what I love about the chat. You lot be having conversations all the time. Be very interesting. So yeah, let me know. Like in regards to pick who over who. Barry O'Malley, that's a crazy analogy, so we're just going to bypass that one. We are going to bypass that one. Flawless, I understand, but sometimes we just got to grow up and move on. He could be out here making a career for himself. Nah, you said he's not grown up. I think he's dealt with it in a very grown-up manner. He's dealt with it in a very, very grown-up manner. You just don't like it, which is cool. But I would have done the exact same thing. The exact same shit. That's why. And I think he's dealt with it in a grown manner. You criticize me publicly, I criticized you publicly. Simple as that. Simple as that. I think it's very grown up. Free ideal signings in January. Hate you ask me this all the time. Whole new team. It's not no free signings. Whole new team. Yes, Ends. Hope you're blessed, my guy. Every single time. Big up to Ends. You lot make sure you subscribe to Ends Band TV as well. So yeah, I think he dealt with it in a very grown up manner. I can't criticize you for doing exactly what I would have done. Only difference is the post on Twitter would still be up if it was me. That's just me though. I don't care. You ain't gonna police how I respond to being criticized publicly. Simple as that. And that's it. That's it. Where are the guests tonight? No guests on tonight. Just me solo dolo. Leon was supposed to jump on, but I'm not sure where he's at. But we're gonna keep the show on the road. Exactly, Pete. I've been saying this. If he's willing to accept not playing, and it seems like he is, then I don't see the issue. Fans just don't like it. Yeah. That's you, Bernard. I would train harder, improve myself on the field, and make the gaffer say so. That's you. So now everyone needs the gaffer's approval. Fuck Ten Hag if I'm Sancho. That's my thoughts. You tried to embarrass me publicly. Fuck you. Simple as that. I'll let you know, CP. I'm not sure. I'm not even part of the bat signal yet. Who's better, Ten Hag or Ollie? Both terrible. But Ten Hag overall. You embarrassed me. You tried to embarrass, not even Joe. You did embarrass me publicly. This is now a talking point months later. When did we play Arsenal? And we're going into 2024 still talking about it. Yeah, Tyrus joining Manchester United in the state we were in, under the manager we was in with the players. It seemed great. Flawless, would you say the season is completely over? Pretty much. So I've tapped out. I've signed out for the season and have been signed out. You man just saw it. You gotta watch Anthony play every week. Of course, man are gonna say he should just play. But the thing is, man should just be honest with that. Is Player Power FC still reigns and you support it. I don't support Player Power FC. I support standing up for yourself. That's what I support. That's what it is. If you man just hey Olsen, if you want to allow another man to talk about you publicly because he's your manager, that's up to you. Not everyone is wired and built like that. Jadon Sancho is clearly not wired and built like that. I'm not. Olsen, your manager could say what he likes publicly, and you're gonna take it and train. All right, first. Each to their own. You're not wrong. Each to their own. Each to their own. Respect comes before any job. But again, now we're talking moral compasses and everybody being different. And then which it is. I'm not saying one's right or one's wrong. I'm just saying I fully understand where he's coming from. Fuck your title. I keep saying this. Then why is he still getting paid? Because he's done nothing against his. Why is he still getting paid? Because he has no breach of contract. He's not breached his contract. He didn't ban himself. Not saying sorry is not it's not against the laws, and it is not against the law. It is not a breach of contract. This is it, Eli. You always in work, Eli. I know you well enough to know you're not taking your boss just saying whatever they want to you because it's your boss. Yeah. Like, that's it. Again, Olsen, now you're conflating two things, so I clarify. You said 5 minutes ago that you had managers you didn't respect but worked anyway. I didn't respect them, but me not respecting them and them disrespecting me is a whole different thing, because I've explained this before, because I've had managers call me out publicly, and guess what happened? Curse them the fuck out. See me turn to a nigga real quick. Nigga moment instantly. For those that don't know, Boondocks reference. So what we talking about here? Instantly. I've had it out with owners of companies. Not just the team leader, the manager, the owner of the whole thing. Try to come talk to me in front of people like I'm an idiot. I will clap back. So let's not do this. You know what I'm saying? Before we be asking questions, make sure we know what we're talking about. Because these two things don't mix. Me not respecting the manager and being disrespected are two different things. Just for clarity. So trying to catch man out, man. What are we doing out here? Yeah, Zishan, I'm blessed. I'm all good. I'm all good. Like, let's not do this. Again, some people are cool. Some people's being disrespected is all right for them if they're being paid a certain amount. There's no amount you can pay me to disrespect me. Whether it's 350k a week, whether it's £350 a week, whether it's 350 a week, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, whether it's 3 pence a week. There's no amount. 500,000, a million, a billion, are you going to disrespect me? Like, I don't understand how, this is just how I was raised. My mom and dad don't do that to me. And these are people I love. You get what I'm saying? Like, no, it's not happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, you lot know talks. You know what I'm saying? That's bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's gang. Like, I'm godfather to his 2 kids. Like, and he wouldn't talk to me that way, and I wouldn't talk to him that way. So why am I letting a manager do that because I'm paid X amount? No, don't hear you, but next manager will have the same problems, hence player power. No, now we're not flipping that, because it's not a player power thing. Don't disrespect people publicly. If you don't disrespect people publicly, guess what? There's no issue. There's no issue. Well, anyway, let me bring in my Donnies in the building. Yes, Leon, what are you telling me?
We here, man. We here. Sorry it took so long, man. Just had to get some things sorted. I'm not eating from gym, so I had to get that sorted.
No, do your thing, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me pick this up, man. Flawless, large up yourself. Everyone smash a like on the video. I guess there's been some guys come over from the side showing that as well.
Yeah. A lot of people.
Yeah, big up the chat, large up everyone, and big up Flawless for the work rate. At this time, it's 1:21 in the morning, people, and he's still going. He's just getting warmed up. Do you know what I mean? So let's turn this into a 24-hour stream now, Jicken.
Soon come, man. We're gonna do that at some point.
No, we can do that at some point. Large up Tyrus as well. This is such a perfect point for me to come in with. Yeah, I've been in workplaces where somebody's tried to out me in front of a room of 30 people, and I'm not having it. Not having it. And they've tried to talk me down in front of 30 people and push the narrative of, and I'm only mixed heritage of aggressive and rare to tear, and I'm like not having it. Do you know what I mean? And then that person's trying to ask everyone to leave the room, and I'm still not having it. Do you know what I mean? When I'm with them, it's the same energy. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think you must be talking about Ten Hag and the way he's managed players and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. Because we talk about Sancho came up when people were complaining about Sancho, and I'm like,
what are people complaining about?
In regards to, he should just apologize. Same old. We've had this debate before.
You gotta be careful in life not to judge the scenario before you know the full facts. We've heard Ten Hag's side, but we haven't heard Sancho's side. So you gotta be really careful. Let me give my analogy on this one. I always use the same one. It's Conor Benn. Yeah, Conor Benn got accused of taking a certain female hormone drug that apparently takes 30 eggs a day to get in your system and stuff like that. Yeah, but I haven't heard Conor Benn's side. I've heard him go on Piers Morgan and say nothing to do with the facts of what he got accused for. So guess what? I'm going to be patient and wait till I hear both sides before I make my judgment. And that's what happens in this life, man. People judge too quick. But yeah, man, we're in the mud right now.
We are. We're going to get to the game in a second. And just to Ziyu says, how would you feel if the institution you are working with stopped? You stop working, but they're still paying you. How would you feel as the employer? This makes Z. You're gonna have to elaborate on this because this question's
basically saying no, because it's a contract. It's a contract. He signed a contract.
Yeah,
what happens during that contract is still a contract.
We're doing too much. Sancho has not breached contract. Just to clarify, that's the reason why he's still being paid and he's still eligible to be paid because he has done nothing apart from hurt some of the fans' feelings. He's done, and that's not in the breach of contract. Fuck your feelings. Like I say this all the time. Facts over feelings. Fuck your feelings. There's nothing to do with that. Like, what has he? He has not breached contract. Not saying sorry and hurting fans' feelings is not a breach of contract, just for those that don't know. I am not the brightest bulb in the box, but I'm fully aware in a footballing contract that those two things don't mean breach of contract. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, and what are you gonna say when he comes out and he says, yeah, the manager spoke to me with a little bit different energy than everybody else. Yeah, the manager said this to me and then said this to somebody else. Like, for example, he said, I don't train well, but then these guys aren't playing well and they're not training well as well. But he singled me out because nobody else. There's so many scenarios where, like, Flawless, you're the kind of character that if somebody tries to out you in a workplace, you're going to say something. Other people just take it. Well, why should you be judged any differently? That's what you believe in.
See, that's why you're a real one, because that's what I said. Some people, because I've been in workplaces, and certain stuff has been said to others, and they've not said anything. And I'm like, I've never been like, yo, you should.
You know what happens, Flawless? They say it to others, and you're like, huh? You know what I mean? You're like, what?
I'm surprised people don't respond because I know what I'm like. Because I still have flashbacks because there's certain managers there's a certain manager I should have put hands on, to be honest. And I'm not even aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Because of how he was talking about me, like I wasn't there. When I look back at it, I was like, I should have. But my actual team leader calmed it down. But like, if I ever seen him and he tried to talk to me, I would probably slap the shit out of him, to be honest. Because I'm still annoyed that I let it slide at that point where it's like, it is what it is. But people, you lot know me. Not gangster, I'm not tough, I'm not aggressive. But there's just certain things you don't.
You can still stand your ground though. I'm the same.
Yeah. There's just certain things you don't do. And there's a certain way to talk. I'm respectful to everybody. Like until I'm only disrespectful if you are. I am never the aggressor. I'm always responding.
Here's my thing. Somebody was trying to do it to big their own ego up, and I was like, I'm not having it. Everyone else, you can play off everyone else to big your ego up. I'm not having it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not speaking to me like that, bro, because like you wouldn't speak to me like that on the outside. So let's speak to me like that on the inside. Like, forget it. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and then it was like, oh, you're taking it too far. Oh, you're being too aggressive. Oh, he was like, oh, you could have pulled me. This is a good example. He said, you could have pulled me out after the meeting and spoke to me. Well, you could have spoke to me different. You could speak to me one-on-one rather than out me in front of everyone. What are you talking about? Yeah, what are you talking about?
Whatever you want.
Put it back on me.
One-on-one, cool. If I'm talking about and you call me out one-on-one, cool, because it's private. You're not trying. Don't try embarrass me. Yeah. And I've been there when I've been called out. Offices, I've said this when I've done work, and a boss has pulled me into the office because I'm not pulling my weight. Which more often than not, he's right. I'm not, because I'm not gonna lie.
I've been there. I've been there. Yeah,
we've all worked bullshit jobs. Cool. Don't try and embarrass me. That's what I don't
that's
like.
what I'm saying.
That's me in it. Don't disrespect me and don't try and embarrass me. You know what I'm saying? Because if I had done this, if I was in the position of the boss and I did this to someone who was close to you, you would have an issue with me. So don't be doing all that. But
that's the other thing as well. Yeah, just quickly.
Yeah, cool.
Sometimes people are waiting for an excuse and waiting for the time to embarrass you. So that could be another scenario within the Sancho thing, where Ten Hag was waiting for Sancho to not train well, to then be like, oh, okay, cool, I've been waiting for this to jump on you about this. Do you get what I'm saying? But the facts are, people, could he have ask yourself, could he have handled it in a different way? Did he have to say after the Arsenal game, he is not training well? Did he have to say those words? And would he have said them same words to his other favourite players? That's the questions you need to ask yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it shows, and what large up to rant, it shows the arrogance of the manager to be like, I'm going to say this now. I'm going to disregard his attributes as a player, what he brings to the team, how short I am up front with quality players. I'm just going to say it. And it's, to me, uneducated, silly, not looking at the bigger picture, but that's my view anyway.
And just to this before we get going, because he says he didn't train properly, by the way, what a disrespect out to you, Z. Where the disrespect comes from is one, it's subjective, and two, it's about the embarrassment. You're trying to embarrass me because people, not you necessarily, Z, but others have took that and ran with it. And I've seen many people say in the chat, oh, Sancho's a bad trainer. How the fuck do you know? You don't know if he's a bad trainer. You've never watched. You have no footage.
You're at the crowd. You're there in the fence.
You have no footage of training. But I've seen people in this chat. I've seen people in other chats. I've seen people all across social media since this has happened up until to this day right now. And we're going into the new year say Sancho is a bad trainer with no other evidence. So you're affecting my personal brand. You're affecting my footballing brand. So not only are you affecting my footballing brand, you're also attacking my character. Because people now associate me with being unprofessional, lazy. With no evidence.
Is this the same people that say Martial's mad and he doesn't run or anything like that? Is this the same people?
Exactly. I can't believe I've seen people say that.
I've seen people say like Martial's lazy, he doesn't he looks uninterested and all that. Oh, sorry, what man's facial expression? Sorry, he wasn't born with the British face. Sorry.
Like that, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So in regards to man saying, oh, so disrespectful, wow, it's different. I keep saying this. You know what I'm saying? Z, that's nothing to do with what we're talking about. We're talking about now. Let's talk about the actual thing at hand. Sancho did not like what he did. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing, people. Sorry to interrupt you. Here's the thing. You've got to understand in this world, some people are very, very principle-based people. I've got a brethren right now who's coming to my mind, who, if you talk to him in a certain way, you could banter me. If you talk to my brethren in a certain way, he won't even say anything. He'll just punch you in the face.
Yeah, some people.
It's just war straight away with him, And I would look at that and be like, I would think, I'd handle that a bit differently. But guess what? When he explains to me, no, I'm not having it. This is my principle. I can't turn around to him and say, be more like me. That's his principle. That's what he will stand for and what he won't stand for. So you've got to understand, the biggest thing I've learned in life recently, guys, is that don't judge people's expression. That's the biggest thing I've started to learn now. Stop judging people's expression. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't look at somebody like Rance and say, oh, because Rance says things blunt and he says things like that he's wrong. That's the way he likes to express himself. Whereas I'm a bit more like you, Flawless. We're a bit more like, I wouldn't say calm with it, but we're not like as direct. We're just kind of like a bit more laid back and then kind of have
we're a little bit more laid back with that. And then that's the craziest part is because you're getting this as well, Leon. United will be doing bad, and people will say, oh, why are you not mad? Who says I'm not mad?
Why do I have to? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because I'm not shouting and ranting and raving on this microphone, or you're not shouting, ranting and raving when you're on live streams. Oh, you're not mad, you're not upset enough. How do you know I'm not mad and not upset?
What are you supposed to do? Smash a microphone every week?
That's it.
Guys, just gonna set this up.
And then if you do that, them say people and other people be like, oh, you're doing too much. Because then people who are much more emotionally charged and respond, like a shout out to Troops, for example. I've seen people criticize him. That's how Troops is. Off camera. Trust me, I know Troops well enough now. That's what he's like off camera. And to Bernard, who keeps talking about 3 years and nothing for 300K every week. Hey, he got a great deal.
Stop do your thing. About wage. It's not relevant.
Yeah, his wage is nothing to do with it.
It's nothing to do.
Again, people always trying to move the goalpost. Bear in mind, I've not said Sancho has played well at Manchester United once. I've not said Sancho's career has been successful at Manchester United once. But we're not talking about his performance on the pitch. Why are we mentioning his performances on the pitch? That's nothing to do with what we're talking about currently right now. an isolated incident between him and the manager.
And here's the other thing as well is, can't a high-paid sports person earn that money? I work in boxing, people turn around to me and they'll be like, oh, why is that fighter been paid 100 grand? Boxers pay too much, £1 million. Hold on a minute, mate. He just trained for 20 years for that one fight. He wasn't there in the gym when he was 13 years old. Now he's 33.
Wasn't with me shooting in the
really,
gym.
Let's take that 100 grand and balance that out over 20 years. He's not being paid enough. Do you know what I mean? Like it's people just need to be less reactionary, just chill out and let the whole thing play out, because really we don't know the facts. We don't know. We will find out.
Too much of this. Yeah. Too much of this, too much heart. You know what I'm saying?
Sancho did enough to earn, in my opinion, he did enough to earn that contract before he came. He was cooking. So he was cooking. He was one of the young, brightest stars. For him to get sold by Man City for minimal change and then to come back and rebuild his career and then sign with Man United and stuff like that, he was cooking. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's fulfilled his potential. I don't think he's had the chances to. I don't think he's had the chances in the games to really, and the systems to really thingy. But people, man, just chill, man. Like it's not. Everyone thinks they know the truth. You don't know, like, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah. But hey, we move on that. Yeah, Danish. Yeah, I'm convinced people don't listen just here for the sake of it. Like, I don't know how many more times, because I agree in regards to his form. But anyways, before we switch lanes, I was saying, make sure you hit the like button on the video. Still over 150 people in here. Right, 164 likes. Big up to you lot. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you subscribe to Leon's channel, Unleash Sports, as well. The link's in the title. So you click the link, it opens up a new tab right now and subscribe. But we'll get to the actual game. Nottingham Forest 2, Manchester United 1. Another defeat for us. Thoughts, Leon? Chat to us.
Boy, right, people. I'm gonna be real with you right now. Yeah, I live in Nottingham, so I can give you guys the Forest view on this game. Oh, I can give you the Forest reaction from this game, because my brethren were watching Mandem Talk, messaging me in the group chat, getting joke, thinking it's absolutely hilarious. Yeah,
great show. Yeah, it was a great.
Yeah, show. It was a great show. Check that out, Mandem Talk. The game. I watched the last 10 minutes of the first half, then I watched the second half. So it's the same old shit, bro. It's the same old shit. And the manager's still making the same mistakes. We don't really look too bad at the back. We just look bad with the double pivot. Well, the non-existent double pivot. The midfield and the front three is going to. This is the, what do you call it? It's flawless. This is the same thing all season. This is the key to the season, isn't it? Really, it's our front six. That's what defines our season, basically, our front six. Yeah. So like, I don't know, man. When he took off Mino, I don't know what he was doing. And who did we have on the bench? Oh, we had Donny and Hannibal on the bench.
Yeah, Donny and Hannibal.
Can't get a minute. So yeah, another disappointing performance from United. Can you really look back at the game and say we deserve to get a win? No. Exactly, yeah. Forest, believe me, they were probably in third gear. Still had a bit more to go. And it sums it all up at the end when you got Gibbs White breaking through, limping up the pitch. We can't recover and get the ball. I spoke about it on the Mandem chat as well. We're so clueless going forward. It's unbelievable. Like when we
beyond fucking clueless.
You may as well. I think it would do United. Maybe we should put a campaign in with the Premier League right now to remove the box from the game. Just remove the box from the game, yeah. Remove the square box from the game, because as soon as we see them lines, yeah, we don't know what to do, bro. We don't know what to do. It's almost like they stop at the line, like it's a crossing or something, and we're just like, oh, I don't know, I ain't got a clue. But I don't know. What did you think? I mean, it's becoming predictable. That's how bad it is. So
it's been this way. Yeah, that's my thoughts on it. It's nothing new. You see one Manchester United performance, you see them all. We suck going forward. Limited. Extremely limited. But hey, we got the guy who's created the most big chances in the past 5 years in Europe.
Well, look what Tyrus has put in there. The players are thinking too hard. And Flawless, drop the line. You always drop it.
I don't even think it's that. They're just not good enough. I don't think they're thinking too hard. They just don't have the skill. Yeah. Just a skill thing. It's skill. These attackers, and then on top of the attackers not having the skill, they then don't have a system where you go, all right, that helps them. Like Brighton, for instance, people wax lyrical, in particular under Potter, about the amount of chances they created. We wouldn't take any of their attackers at that point. I'm saying under Potter during that period. But they used to create a lot because the system helped. So when you have attackers who are not that good individually, You then have to put a system in place, which then helps them create in whatever fashion or form. I mean, notice as bad as these attackers are, they're better than a goal a game because we've seen it last season. That we got 58. We're better than a goal a game.
We don't do the basics, guys. In pretty much every area of the pitch, we don't do the basics. When you look at the 2 goals that we concede today, yeah, it's just having like right now, people, yeah, forget about having all this tactical thing. Just for a second, just breathe, maybe close your eyes for a second, yeah, and just forget all of the tactical stuff that we see, all the stats and everything on Twitter, yeah, and just think about a man being aware to look around the pitch, to clock that somebody's coming into the middle of the park, and to just close that distance down so they can't have a shot. That's how we concede the last couple of goals. Like it's not even shocking anymore. It's predictable that McTominay just doesn't have any sort of IQ of the game whatsoever. Like, and then when he does clock it, it's like, yeah, I'll just trot over there. Oh, it's gone in. Do you know what I mean? Like it's so bad. It's so bad. So I think one of the other things as well is, yeah, we panic when we're at the top of the box. We don't ever hold the ball and pass it around and hold the possession, and that's on build-up play. We just panic. Do you know what I mean? It's like we're so desperate to score that we just spam it. So yeah, it's I don't know. I can't see the second half of this season being any better than the first half with the current manager and setup. I just can't. Can you? I can't see. I can't see people going like Martinez comes back and now we're scoring 4 goals a game.
Yeah, we go Cook, man. What's the setup? The same way signing Onana was going to help us create more chances. Martinez would do the same.
In fact, let me correct myself. Casemiro will probably come in and score a few goals.
He'll help slightly. He'll help slightly. Yeah,
but it ain't going to be enough, people. Do you know what I mean? Because people get more desperate as the season goes towards the end and they play hard and they want to. Do you know what I mean? They want to stay up. They want to fight for 6th. They want to fight for 4th. So, like I said in Mandem Talk, yeah, this season's so poor. We're with a half decent manager, we're sat comfortably in 4th. You know.
Yeah, 100%. That's where my issue lies, is that because the Premier League is not of the greatest quality, us being competent, we're sat in 4th and I go, all right, cool. We're roundabouts where we should be. Only 6-7 points up the top of the league. Cool.
We've lost 9 games. We've lost 9 games.
9 games out of... Is it out of 20?
It's out of 20.
So we've lost nearly 50% of our matches.
We've lost 9 and drawn 1 out of 20.
People have the fucking audacity.
People.
The audacity to be like, why are you not backing this manager and did it?
Guys, it's still 2023 and we've dropped 28 points. Just get into that. It's still 2023. I know it's 2024 tomorrow, guys. Technically, because it's whatever time now.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, because it is. Hey, happy New Year's Eve to everybody.
And happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Thank God this game wasn't on New Year's Day. Do you know what I mean? But like, yeah, it's mad. I thought we'd get the win today because I thought they would give us the space, but Nuno outsmarted Ten Hag. Can you imagine their manager's team talks for us, and it's like, yeah, these are crap. Score a couple of goals and you've won. It's so bad, isn't it? Like, I can't. What's the team talk? I don't know.
Fun house.
Madison's put at this rate won't get 60 points. Oh my god.
Well, we are on average to get. Carry on as well, man. Still here. But what are we actually on average to get? You lot continue to get your questions in as well. Go on.
What did we get last season? Did we get like 75 or something? What did we even get last season?
Yes, something like that. I think it was like 75. Yeah, 75. Yeah, it was 75. Something like that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, it is. We have dropped 29 points. Sorry, because it's the 2 with the drop. Boy, I don't know.
Yeah, we suck, man.
Flawless is Tox still. So what do you say? Your best brethren's called Tox?
Yeah, Tox. That's fam. Yeah.
What's it short for? Just Tox?
Toxic. Well, it was Toxic.
That's mad, you know. My best brethren's the same, innit, when he was a rapper. His name's Toxic.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, people, what we got? We have players coming back there. Casemiro, Lissandro, Malacia. Guys, let me be real. Let me be real with you guys, yeah. Malacia is not playing. Yeah. He's going to swap. I don't have the confidence in this manager, guys, that even if Casemiro comes back and Mino's there and Bruno and Ericsson, that he's going to play the right 3. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you guys. And you can hold me by this, yeah. I'll confidently say with my chest, the best 3 with this midfield right now is Casemiro, Mino, and Eriksen in the 10. That's the best three right now, guys, because the rest of them.
Doubt.
Say again.
I said without doubt.
Yeah, and you can swap in Amrabat with them back to double pivot. You could even swap in Hannibal if they get going and stuff like that. And Donny, of course, as well. But obviously, Donny's on the way out. But guys, we are. We've lost more than Chelsea. Wow.
Yeah, we've lost more games. I think we've only drew the one game.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The thing is with Chelsea, they'll probably sack. Yes, Rhino, Wagwan.
Hey, big up Rhino in the cut every single
Rhino
time
as well, man. Do you know what I'm saying? We're dinnered, Rhino. We're dinnered.
Absolutely dinnered. We are dinnered. You know what I'm saying?
10 hours lost 45% of the first half of the season. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's no chance third lowest score, but there's no chance the third lowest scoring team gets 60 points. Yeah, you're right though. You're right, bro. Can't wait for these players to come back and the results remain. Disgruntled blockers killed it. Have you read that comment? I can't wait for all these players to come back and the results will remain the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Jason says, Leo, this is a good question. Leo, I did ask Flawless this. Where does Ten Hag lie in the problems we have at the club? So he's asking, where do you, like how highly, like, so with the ownership, the players, etc. Like, where would you blame him? Yes.
Good question.
Dinnered, Rhino.
Yeah, absolutely dinnered. Squalid. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So this is the way I look at this right now. Yeah, this is the conversation I had with Neji, and if you guys know Neji, guys, yeah, interesting brother. That's my dog Neji. It's cool.
Shout out Neji.
Neji believes that he wants to keep a manager in until the structure changes. We could go on about that for hours. I mean, it's probably too late for that conversation. That wouldn't even touch the iceberg with that one, and we were going in. With the club right now, I see this team's potential being a top 6 to top 4 finishing club. Top 6 if the Premier League is where it's supposed to be, and top 4 with the current standard of the Premier League right now. Maybe even 3rd with the way the Premier League is going right now, because teams are dropping points all over the place. Yeah. For me, Ten Hag quite high on the priority list. Obviously, the ownership is up there, but Ten Hag is literally neck and neck with it because he is not matching. He's not getting the full potential out of this squad in any way whatsoever. He's not picking the right 11s. He's not finding the balance. He's not giving players the rhythm. His favourites are disgusting. We don't see any style of play. And on top of that, all those things, guys, we don't see any basics. We don't even see players like attackers doing like give and go football, playing through the lines. We don't see midfielders playing little passes between each other. We don't see triangles. We don't see guys cutting the ball back. We don't see anything, guys. Like we really don't see anything. And even if we're playing a counter-attacking football, we don't see the right guys on the pitch. Do you guys think that Rashford and Garnacho are the right guys to play counter-attacking football? I'm sorry, guys, they're not. They're really not, because they can't even finish. So Højlund on the right for me. They can't finish. Højlund on the right for me. Let Garnacho and Rashford fight out for the left-hand side. Put Martial, or I'd even put McTominay in the middle just to hold it up and just give them the ball that way.
I said that when we were trying to switch it, when Rashford was Rashford, like, you know, when he hit the deck and we thought he was injured, I was like, I don't know, maybe put McTominay up top. And would I take Arteta? Just to clarify, no, I would not take Arteta.
No, hell no. Do you know what I mean?
I'm good.
So we don't do.
You know what, Arsenal, you deserve him. You keep him.
Real talk. We're like, guys, just to sum up my thing, because we don't do the basics. That's the minimum that I expect from a manager when they're struggling. If Flawless comes into the club and he goes, like, I'm trying to play my style, but it's not quite working yet. Cool. In certain games, I've tried it for half an hour. I've tried it 45 minutes, 60 minutes, 70 minutes. Let me just go back to the basics. Guys, get it to the byline, whip it in. Somebody make sure that they're at the penalty spot or the near post. Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't see anything. So I don't, after 18 months, I don't know what he's trying to do. And me and Rhino have a running joke, yeah? I hope Rhino's still in the chat, yeah? Rhino can tell you what 10 football is. I can't.
Hey, shout out Rhino, man. You know what I'm saying? Rhino, you know, you're a unit, so I don't be too critical of Rhino. But yeah, big up to you, Rhino, every single time, man. H, who's asking, we got a full team pretty much, man. You know what I'm saying? We will be, once we finish here, we will be going to the Sarcasm City TV gaming YouTube channel, people running pro clubs. Where we at? We in Division 2. Try to get to Division 1. We'll get to the Elite Division anyway. That is the plan. But yeah, H, join the party. I'm literally just out of the signal now. that
you
you'll
play
know.
with? You make your own team?
Yeah. It's pro clubs.
Oh, it's your
I'm
own
trying to
team, pro
think,
clubs,
you
yeah.
know. Yeah. On team. So I just put out a
Cool.
bat signal to the man to see who's active. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, we'll have a H. We got enough because we got at least 5. So we got enough. Yeah, sorry, fam. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go on, carry on. Say what you're saying.
No, that was it for me. I don't see the basics. Do you know what I'm saying? Look at Rhino in the chat. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Rhino, feel free. Just type it in, man. 10 on board. Let us know what it is.
Right.
Help
Watching
us out,
Rhino
man.
switch is hilarious.
Help out. But you know what it is? People can't even explain part of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because people go, yeah, it's played out for the back and it's pressing. What? What is that? What? It's Gengen press or whatever it's called. Yeah, what? What's that? You know what I'm saying? Like it's
a whole heap of foolishness. That's what it sounds like, man. Whole heap of foolishness. That's exactly what it sounds like to me. It is whole heap of foolishness, man. That's what it is. All right, yeah, Eli. We got Eli. We got Grim. H, you're there. I don't know if Sheik's about. Tom Little's about as well. Spooby said he's active. So yeah, man, join the party. That's the everyone in the pro clubs thing. Barry O'Malatelli says Sarcasm City Gaming Pro Club team got more future than this Manchester United team. Oh, facts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts. 100%. At least we actually like play ball. You feel me? We actually do the basics. You know what I'm saying? Close down. We're fucking defensively more organized than them, I'll tell you that much. Everyone knows their role. There's one thing in this team. You know what I'm saying? If you ask H right, hey, H, what's your role? He knows exactly what he needs to do at centre back. That's fully what he's got to do, and that's for everyone else. But hey, yeah, man, we suck. We do. Rhino's faces during them talk with priceless. Yeah, Rhino and Leon, them man stirring the pot, yo, that was hilarious.
I was dying. Do you know what it is? I'm trying not to react to Rance, man. He said Hoyland's a pole dancer. I was crying. Do you know what I mean?
So, Rance is
unique. Yeah, Rance is very unique.
Do
you know what kills me with Rance? You know what he said? Yeah, you know that absolutely killed me. Yeah, he said these players don't even need a manager to coach them. They just need to get a manager and a bottle of Henny and they'll be cool in it. And I was dying after that. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
This damn guy. But we'll continue to run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget as well, people, this show, all the other shows on the channel are available on audio platforms as well. So wherever you listen to podcasts, wherever you listen to music, type in Sarcasm City TV. And yeah, man, Rance is a different breed, definitely has no filter, 100%. Final question, who would you want Ten Hag to bring in January, assuming he stays? Whole new team. There's no 1 or 2 players, man. I'm tired of
whole new team, you know.
Whole new team, man. I'm tired of everybody, man.
I think if I'm being realistic, it's so hard with this manager because, like, even whoever he brings in, will he play them? Will he play them with the right people? You just don't know. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's like, this guy chatting in Nitish. I'd love to say a winger that creates. I think what's going to happen is Donny's going to go out and we're going to get one loan in, and that's going to be it. And I would
that's what I think it is. We'll get like a Sabitzer or something like that. I could see that happening.
I would take that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Do you know why? Because at least he looks after the ball a bit better. At least he knows what he's doing. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm just so dinnered with this team.
It's awful. I just
don't care. That's why I'm not even putting in the thought process of, all right, who improves this team that's available?
No, there's nothing that improves it.
I had to point people. Let me just clarify. I couldn't care less at this point about this team. I just want the season over with. I'm watching games that I don't want to watch us. Yeah, I don't look forward to watching us. I don't look forward to watching us. I don't look forward to speaking about us. So I was late to say show. Overslept. That game put me to sleep. Thank God I got a phone call.
I've said it to them, man. I don't rush home for the game because they'll be like, "Oh, did you watch the game?" Ray? I'll be like,
"Yeah, don't rush."
I was like 20 minutes into the gym. Nah, watch the last 20 minutes. You know what I mean? I'm not bothered. You know what I'm saying? So.
If I didn't do this for a friggin' living, I would have done. Stop watching us.
Rhino's saying Donny already signed a new contract. I think that was coming anyway. Good, big up Donny for getting out. Yeah, big up Donny for getting out. He needed that. They'll actually play him. Do you know what I mean? So, every player that leaves United is going to cook. You know, most of them are. You know, we already seen the old men leaving for Inter Milan and win the bloody Serie A and stuff in it. So it's mad. Do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
There's a little bit mad. But yeah, let them know where they can find you. Actually, anything you want to add, Leon, before we get to all of that.
No, I think people the only thing I would say is stop putting your emotions too much into United now because the definition of insanity is seeing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And that's what we've seen now. I know obviously a lot of people have switched onto it this season, go look back since March. We haven't played well since March, guys. So give it another couple of months, bro. That's a whole year of not playing well. That's a lot of games. So I think like the expectation can't be that high. Don't ride it too high when we win, and don't beat yourself up too low when we lose, innit? Because that's the season right now. Like if you guys were talking about it this week, you're like, I'm not bothered about the Villa result because we'll probably lose to Forest. Look what happened. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what I'm saying? We'll probably beat Tottenham, and then we'll probably lose again. Do you know what I mean? Like, we'll probably lose to Wigan. But yeah, don't get your emotions too in touch with it. And what's this guy was saying? Leon, what team you reckon the fans should learn? Learn their support to. I don't know about learning.
I need it. Chelsea, they need all the help they can get, man. You know what I'm saying?
Go watch some other leagues. Go watch some other leagues, man. Do you know what I mean? Go watch Bayer Leverkusen or something. You know what I mean? Go watch some other leagues or something. But I think I have a funny feeling that the manager's going to last till the end of the season. I've got a weird, funny, disgusting feeling in my belly.
That will pick up enough results. That does that.
I don't know whether. I mean, it's down to Jim Radcliffe now. If he actually comes in and just actually goes ruthless, I'm not saying he's going to save United because it's only 25% and I don't trust this guy. But if he just goes short term, because he might do it from a PR standpoint where he goes, let me get rid of him. Everybody's going to be on my side by that point. Do you know what I'm saying? Because when the results and bring somebody else in. But I don't know, Flawless. I think you're right. I think the season's a write-off. And I think we have to look forward to getting some players out the door, maybe 4 or 5 in the summer. And then we have to see what the squad's saying, see if someone can coach them and see if they can get them up to the top 4. So that's it for me, really.
Yes. Yeah, people, we are going to close out. Make sure you subscribe to Unleash Sports, which is Leon's channel. The link is in the title, people. Click the link right now. Whether you're watching this live or watching this back, it opens up a new tab. You can go subscribe, find all his socials, because it's not just football over there. He's mentioned these within the boxing circles as well. I see him at events sometimes in the ring. I'm like, all right, man, Leon doing his thing. Love to see that as well. So, yeah, anything you want to add, let them know where they can find you, all that good stuff.
No, it's cool. I'm doing a complete revamp. So, like, I played around with the YouTube thing. I've been on it for like the last few weeks, yeah. I'm going to be doing a lot more content. I'm going to have a full schedule. So I've got like 3 football shows and 2 boxing shows coming a week.
Let's go.
You got to be active in this game. But I'm completely changing my Instagram. So keep my eyes on my Instagram. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of video reels next year. We did about 4 million views this year. So we're looking to do 10 million next year. That's why any of you guys need help with content, Flawless, etc. I'm going to help you guys out in it. And also, we need to talk about these.
Yeah, we'll talk about the thumbnails right after the show. Even though we'll be going live, we will be talking about the thumbnails. So I do need to get a couple off you 100% because
I'll invite you to the thing and then you can pick and choose and I'll change them.
Yeah. We'll talk about it afterwards. But yeah, people, we are gonna leave here, go live to the Sarcasm City TV gaming YouTube channel.
Subscribe, people. Yeah. Flawless is putting in crazy work. Subscribe. Help him get to 10K by the end of Jan. Rapid, yeah.
That would be a dream, people. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to 10K beforehand. Right? Is this going live? Right. This thing's always taking its time. So the other channel is going live right now, Sarcasm City TV Gaming. So make sure when you head over there, hit the like button, subscribe over there as well, people. Some of the man them are already in the party as well. So yeah, we'll probably be on there for at least an hour and a half because it's Road to Division. Is it Road to Division 2? I might even got it wrong. I actually put the title wrong. It is Road to Division 1, and I put Road to Division 2. But I'll change that anyway. But yeah, and on top of that, don't forget, people, we are available on audio-only platforms as well. I need to update it. I know doing the most, I didn't add to it. I think there's another show I didn't, but I will be fully updating it because people might want to listen. You might be, you know what I'm saying? You might be at the boxing gym and you don't want the YouTube app open. Guess what? You can listen to it on Spotify, listen to it on iTunes, Apple Podcast, or SoundCloud. So Spotify, Sarcasm City TV, make sure you 5-star us, leave us a review. All you iPhone users, iTunes, 5-star us, leave us a review, even if you don't listen onto these things. You know what I'm saying? And that big up. Same with SoundCloud as well to Olsen, who says, nah, Olsen, you weren't rude. We had a debate. That's all well and good. That's what I love. You know what I'm saying? That was respectful. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong. I'm all for people disagreeing with what I'm saying. You weren't disrespectful, neither was I, and we're gonna keep it stepping. Like Z, my guy, and he a troll 24/7. Big up to Barrio Malatelli, says Flawless never stop grinding, appreciated. Make sure you subscribe to Rhino MGTV. That link's underneath in the description anyway.
Rhino does some really good Sunday shows, you know, really good Sunday shows about lifestyle and stuff.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, we are gonna head over to the, let me just double check, it is gonna raid you lot over to the Sarcasm City TV Gaming YouTube channel. Make sure. Yeah, it has done. So big up to everyone that's locked in. We'll be back here today 11 p.m. for the New Year's Eve Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, taking you from 2023 to 2024. But this has been the Mandem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in, and see you on the gaming channel.